Alright, guys, today I'll be talking about African savanna elephants. My name is Robbie, and this is my project. African savanna elephants are endangered right now. They are the biggest elephant species, and they have amazing physical features such as tusks that tear up wood bark, trunks that help them drink water and breathe and make noises, and really big ears. They move in herds, so you'll never really catch them alone. And population is declining right now, unfortunately, just due to poaching. There's a lot of people who are really interested in their ivory and their tusks. So we'll be talking about different levels of ecology. We'll go through behavior, population, community, and ecosystem interactions, as well as just some conservation efforts that are being made right now in the Christian worldview. So right now we'll start at behavior ecology. They have matriarchal herds relying on female leaders. These female leaders are typically the wisest ones who just know where everything is. They know where the water sources is, the food sources is, the migration paths. They know where danger is. They know where predators are out to get them. Typically, these calves obviously have their mothers, but they also have so-called their aunts. They have a lot of females who are pouring into them when they're little. So calves have a lot of attention in their development. But this behavior ecology also leads to human-elephant conflict too, because when elephants move along their paths and humans also build out and expand, they naturally just destroy human crops and humans retaliate and kill. So some population ecology is that typically herds clump together when they're drinking water, which is a good thing because that means everyone knows where the water source is and can drink it. But this also can come with overcrowding at food sources, which leads to scarcity, which does not help their population. Another thing that doesn't help their population is their slow reproductive rate. When any disturbance comes their way, such as a human killing or predators taking control, they can't bounce back quickly because it takes over 2 years for a female to have birth. So yeah, this low reproductive rate can destroy their population. Community ecology. So these elephants in their ecosystem acts as like the maintenance crew. They eat up the vegetation, they tear down trees, and this really helps predators who are looking for their prey. They have a more visual field for them to look at. But there's also competition among these herbivores. Zebras and cattle also eat grass, so when there's a scarcity or a drought, they're just competing for food, which can lead to a decrease in population. And then also human and elephant interactions occur here as well. Humans can be a part of the ecosystem as well, and so when they come across and humans see a valuable resource like ivory, they go ahead and kill elephants. Ecosystem interactions. Elephants, what they do when there's not a lot of water is they dig up water wells with their trunks. This gets them very clean and good water underground, and also allows other animals to drink the water too. They obviously eat vegetation, and then they knock down a lot of trees. This leads to a high tree mortality rate. So far, a study's shown that trees are declining because of elephants, and they use their tusks and tear down the trees and the bark, and it just leads to a lack of trees. So some conservation efforts made so far are ivory trade bans. This is happening because people just decide to kill for resources, and they're not taking account of how endangered these species are. Community-based effort conservation is organizations rewarding different communities for conserving elephants. So when elephants destroy their crops, they decide not to retaliate, and these organizations are rewarding them for that. And then the compassion for God's creation, this is where the Christian worldview comes in. The Lord is calling us to steward His creation well, and if we're constantly killing His creation, then we're not doing that, and we're also not showing compassion for an endangered species. So yeah, they face face ecological challenges at every level, and then positive and negative interactions shape their survival chances. And so Christian worldview alongside science conservation will help us conserve these animals. And here are my references.